Hello, boys and girls. Okay, today I'm going to show you a way to marble paper. And when you marble something, it has this effect that looks like it's a marble or some other stone or gem. So here are the things you need to marble paper using this technique. You need a dish, something to contain our shaving cream, okay? We need shaving cream for this. We need food dye. You can also probably use paint. I've never tried it, but if you're going to use paint, you might want to water it down so it's more like thinner of a liquid like food dye, okay? You need some sort of skewer, or you can use a toothpick. Skewer is just like a big version of a toothpick. You can also use a popsicle stick, or you can use a plastic knife or spoon or something like that. Okay? You want something to scrape off the shaving cream. And of course, you also need paper. All right? Maybe keep a napkin or a paper towel handy just in case things get a little messy. I'm working on a tray on top of my table so that things won't get on my table because this is food dye and it could stain things, okay? So the first thing we do is take our shaving cream and I'm just gonna fill the dish in an even layer. Okay, back and forth. You don't wanna like overfill it, but fill it enough that you're not pressing your paper in super deep and making it all crunchy, okay? I'm going to use the primary colors for this. And I'm just gonna take my food dye. I'm just gonna drip it in here all over the place. So that was blue. We got red. And then our third primary color, what is it? Hope you said yellow. It's yellow. Okay, so blue, red, and yellow for this one. On the food dye box, if you're using food dye, there are different recipes that you could make different colors. It's actually right here on the lid. So you could always mix these colors beforehand and you could kind of sprinkle those in also. So I'm gonna take my skewer and I'm gonna just go back and forth. And if you're mixing the colors, it's gonna make new colors. If you guys can see, it's making some green. That's so cool. Kind of make it even throughout. You could also make swirls. I'm just kind of doing lines right now. So you can always experiment with different patterns. One thing you wanna not do is to just mix all the colors, because when you mix all the colors, it's just gonna be brown, it's gonna be mucky. It's not gonna give you these bright, vibrant colors like we have here. So then you're gonna take your paper and you're gonna press it on top of that shaving cream. Now my dish is a little bit smaller than the paper, which is totally fine, okay? Move it all around, just kind of softly push it down. And I would probably not use a thin paper, because if you leave it in there too long, it could get wet and then that could bring you holes. So just normal paper is good, okay? So then I lift it up and I got extra shaving cream in here and I don't want that on there because when it dries, it's gonna be sticky. So then I'm gonna take my knife and I'm just gonna scrape off that extra shaving cream. Actually, move this out of my way, kind of keeping it still on the tray. Just scrape off that extra. Again, it'll make it sticky if you leave it on there. I don't really want sticky. I'm not trying to glue this or anything. And then the food dye just stays on that paper. How cool is that? All right. Now, you don't need to rinse this out and start all over. You can just use the same exact tray and get another piece of paper if you have one, and you could add more food dye, maybe make some different patterns, and see how things turn out that way. So you can reuse this more than one time, okay? Put your paper somewhere where it won't get won't get the table messy or your workspace or whatever you're working on messy. So make sure when you're done to rinse this out really good. Use soap. You don't want your dishes, if you're using a dish, to smell like shaving cream. Okay, so make sure you rinse that out. This paper can be used for so many things. You can do a collage with it. You can cut things out. You can use it as a background. There's so many cool opportunities. So I hope you enjoy and try it out yourself. Thanks, guys.